Okay, students stand straight. Everyone stand straight, hands on the side. Assembly, Western. Assembly, Southern. Assembly, Western. Assembly, Southern.
A nation's culture resides in the heart and in the soul of its people. Let me start it by saying Jai Hind. Good morning to all of you present over here. I am Risa Gonzalez and I would like to welcome you all. How blissful this morning is where we all are gathered to celebrate our 72nd Republic Day. It is a great day for our nation as we celebrate the creation of the Constitution as a progressive benchmark and safeguard for our national integrity. It is on 26 January 1950 that the Constitution was enforced, and here is where the change began. So we celebrate this day as Republic Day of India. I would like to call upon our headmistress, Mrs. Sanaga Cardozo, to commemorate the flag hoisting event, symbol of our nation's pride and identity.
Flag salute.
ऑर्डर। भारतीय राष्ट्रीय गीत एक साथ शुरू कर।
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाये तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। Thank you, madam. Now I request our headmistress. Now I request Teacher Claudina Pinto, PTA Chairperson, now I request Mrs. Claudina Pinto, our PTA Chairperson, to release the wallpaper of today's occasion. Thank you, ma'am, for doing the needful. In today's honor, we will now have a short prayer service and the distribution of the Proficiency prizes in the school hall. All the participants and the recipients of the prizes are now requested to kindly move to the school hall. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Okay, students, we'll be moving to the hall, but in order, in the same order, we will be moving to the hall. Start moving one by one. Please maintain distance. Start moving. Maintain the same distance. When you're going on top, hands at the back. And please sit where the places are allotted. Okay, don't move. Don't move your chairs as well. Start moving. Okay, the parents can join. The parents can come up for the program.
Good morning to all of you once again. And let us continue with the program. Let us all now partake in today's prayer service.
A reading from the Gospel of John, chapter 6, verses 1 to 13. After this, Jesus went across Lake Galilee. A large crowd followed him because they had seen his miracles of healing those who were ill. Jesus went up a hill and sat down with his disciples. The time for the Passover festival was near. Jesus looked round and saw that a large crowd was coming to him. So he asked Philip, "Where can we buy enough food to feed all these people?" Philip answered, "For everyone to have even a little, it would take more than 200 silver coins to buy enough bread." Another of his disciples, Andrew, who was Simon Peter's brother, said, "There is a boy here who has 5 loaves of barley, bread, and 2 fish, but they will certainly not be enough for all these people. Make the people sit down," Jesus told them. So all the people sat down. There was about 5,000 men. Jesus took the bread, gave thanks to God, and distributed it to the people who were sitting there. He did the same with the fish, and they all had as much as they wanted. Gospel of the Lord. Thanks be to God, Jesus.
Reflection. In the Gospel, there are many passive and active positive characters. There are about 5,000 men following Jesus, but they were like a ship without a radar and a sail. They were learning responsibilities of leadership. Jesus asked them to feed the hungry crowd, but they were helpless. Only St. Andrew saw a possibility around him. he saw a soul boy with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. By making a personal sacrifice for the good of the others, he led a change amongst the thousand. Jesus made a change by accepting the humble offering. Jesus prayed to God and multiplied it. It was distributed by the apostles. So, Jesus initiated the leadership through his apostles. Jesus is a change and led the change in front of the hungry crowd.
As we place some petitions before the Lord, let our response after each petition be, Lord, help us to be the change and lead the change. Please repeat, Lord, help us to be the change and lead the change. Lord, we pray for all the people in power, that they may be channels of peace and lead the flock in the path of true freedom, happiness, peace, and salvation. Let our political leaders with vision to govern and strive hard, to uphold the Constitution and to uproot corruption at all levels. Your response, Lord, help us to be the change and lead the change. Let us pray for all the stakeholders of education. May the administrators, the teaching faculty, and parents work together in collaboration to transform the students into educated adults by teaching them how to resolve differences non-violently. Your response, Lord, help us to lead the change and lead the change. Doctors, nurses, and army are placed all over the nation for the care of the people. Their abilities are stretched in the last 1 year. May their services to the nation be fruitful and selfless to build a strong and healthy nation. Your response, Lord, help us to be the change and lead the change.
Concluding prayer, Almighty God, make a country be safeguarded by His divine power, that we may learn to walk in integrity and make a country a nation of true justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity, with freedom in mind, faith in words, pride in our hearts, and memories in our souls. Help us to take India to new heights. May the needs of the least and the last be always upheld and cared for. May we always learn to live in peace and harmony. Amen. As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end.
Thank you, students, for invoking God's blessings upon all of us on this auspicious day. We have amongst us a socially active villager, one who has been there for the school anytime we call for, an ex-student of our school, who is also presently the School Managing Committee Chairperson. He is none other than Mr. Anthony Fernandez, the Deputy Sarpanch of this village. I formally welcome you here, sir. I now request Mr. Jason Fernandez to kindly present a basket of fruits to our chief guest. Thank you, Mr. Jason. Ms. Kachin Paswan of 710 will now enlighten us on the importance of this day.
Good morning, respected headmistress, Mrs. Sunanda Cardozo, chief guest of today's occasion, Mr. Anthony Fernandez, teaching, non-teaching staff, and my dear friends. First of all, I would like to wish you all a very happy Republic Day. Today is an important day for all the Indians. Although we celebrate Republic Day as a national festival since our childhood, but we understand the real importance of this day when we grow up. Republic Day or Gantantra Divas is celebrated on 26 January every year. On this day, in the year 1950, the Constitution of India came into effect. Our Constitution gives us various rights and responsibilities too. We live in a democratic country where people enjoy their fundamental rights. In society, we have different castes, religion, or many other things that separate us. But on a broader picture, we all are Indians. India is a land which is a great example of unity in diversity. The beauty of our country is we have a different language, but we also have conflicts and differences. But on National Festival, we stand as a united force. Before ending this speech, I would like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to express my feelings about Republic Day. And I am proud to be an Indian. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, Ms. Kanchan, for speaking out your heart's desire. This occasion not only celebrates the Constitution of India, but also awards the various deserving heroes of our nation with bravery awards. So, we at St. Jude's also like to acknowledge the talent of our position holders who have been struggling and facing many challenges to be pioneers. It's because of their hard work that we are selected as champions. We will now have the distribution of the Proficiency prizes for the academic year 2019-2020 of the secondary section. I now request Teacher Sena Rodriguez to kindly take over. Requesting our chief guest to kindly do the honors of giving away the prizes. I request Madam to please escort the chief guest to the place. Thank you.
But dream does not become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. And today, we have our young achievers who have worked hard with determination. And they are going to receive their proficiency 2019-2020. Standard 5th, bench penalties. Your penalties. I request the audience to give a round of applause. Nil Dikta.
Anthony.
Beverly Precious. Mausomi Roy. Shelly Fernandez. Sarah Fernandez. Standard 6. Risa Miranda. Standard 7. Shalini Kumari. Shalom Fernandez. Standard 8. Anju Singh. Prachi Shinde. Standard 9. Nathan Wallis. Sonali Kumari. Nelson Braganza. Risa Gonçalves. Standard 10. Vaishnavi Shinde. And Shirley Silva. I congratulate all the prize winners and their parents. Kindly give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for doing the honors. Thank you, Teacher Sena. Our talented students of Standard 10 are eagerly waiting to express their love for the nation and feel the charisma in the aura by their melodious voices. Now it's time to perform them on the stage. And here they go.
That was a nice performance by the students, rippling the patriotism within us and encouraging us to be loyal and respectful towards our nation. They surely put a whole lot of effort to entertain us. Let us have a big round of applause once again for them. Thank you, students, for making us feel proud of our country. Moving on to the next program is the distribution of proficiency prizes of the primary section. I now request teacher Siolita Gillis to kindly take over and requesting Madam Sunanda Cardozo to kindly do the honors of giving away the same.
It is indeed a very proud moment for us as we will now felicitate our students who have made our school proud yet another year. We have our headmistress, Madam Sunanda Cardozo, who will be felicitating our students. Prizes as follows. Late Monsignor Ignacio Gonzalo Roberto Prize, instituted by late Monsignor Ignacio Gonzalo Roberto for the student first in the academic proficiency in standard 10 goes to Ms. Vaishnavi Shetty. She is also awarded with a list of prizes as follows. In memory of late Professor Emiliano Alfonso and late Oscar Alfonso Prize, instituted by Mrs. Pelagia Alfonso, Betalbatim for standing first in academic proficiency from standard 10. Raja Betalbatim, Rajaji Prize, instituted by late Norberto Carvalho, Betalbatim, for the highest marks in maths at the board exam. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Prize, instituted by late Norberto Carvalho, Betalbatim, for the highest marks in English at board exam. Mr. Benito Antonio Barreto, prize instituted by Mr. Siriaco Barreto, Betalbatim, for deserving student securing highest aggregated marks at the board exam. In memory of Mr. late Amelino Barreto and Mrs. Sophia Barreto, Betalbatim Prize, instituted by Mrs. Ophelia Dias, ex-student of the school, for the student who secures highest marks in English for standard 10th. In memory of late Mrs. Santana Pereira, Betalbatim, prize instituted by Mr. Diego Pereira, for the student who secures highest marks in maths in standard 10th. In memory of late Mrs. Santana Pereira and Mrs. Magdalena Pereira, Naiva Betalbatim, prize instituted by Mrs. Magna Correa E. Fernandez, ex-UDC of the school, for the student who secured highest marks in science at the board exam. In memory of Mr. Biden Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted for the student securing 65% and above marks in science at the SSC examination. In memory of late Father Pedro Pereira, instituted by Mr. Jerry Pereira Bonsor, for the best student at SSC examination. In memory of late Lord Ignacio Pereira, prize instituted by Mr. Jerry Pereira Bonsor, for the student who secured highest marks in science at the SSC examination. In memory of Professor Edith Silveira Souza, prize instituted by Mr. Mariano Silveira Souza and family, the student securing highest marks at the board exam. Same award goes to the student securing highest marks in mathematics and English at the board exam. In memory of late Savio Ignatius Pereira, grandson of Deodado Pereira, resident of Betalbatim Smith House Prize, instituted by Sebastian Pereira to the outstanding student of SSC. Clifford DeCosta Scholarship, instituted by Mrs. Carla DeCosta, ex-headmistress of the school, to a girl student who secures highest marks in English at the board exam. In memory of late Mr. Jose Reis Magos Remedios Godino and late Mrs. Librata Godino, prize instituted by teacher Lorraine Godino to this school for a student who secures highest marks in maths at the board exam. In memory of Reverend Father Thomas Equino Sequeira, prize instituted by teacher Alba Carvalho, ex-teacher of the school, for the student who secures highest marks in English in standard 10th. In memory of Mrs. Ophelia Dias, ex-teacher of the school, prize instituted by Mr. Lupino Dias, the student securing highest marks in English. In memory of Professor Teodoro Xavier La Navidad de Alemão, prize instituted by Olavo and Janet Alemão to the student securing highest marks in English at the SSC board examination. All these prizes are proudly honored to our dear student who stood first at the board exam for the academic year 2019-20 Vaishnavi Shinde. All of you please give her a round of applause.
Deserve a louder applause. Vaishnavi, she secured 85% without any tuition. We are proud of her. Vaishnavi, you want to say something?
I'll just say thank you to everyone who helped me to do this. Thank you to all the teachers, all the school staff, and all my friends, and mostly my parents. Because whatever I am today is because of this all people. Thank you.
We have yet another student making our school a proud one. She is
receiving the following prizes. Late Monsignor Ignacio Rosa Rebello Prize, instituted by late Monsignor Ignacio Rosa Rebello for the first and second rank in the academic year Proficiency Standard 10, goes to Ms. Sherlyn Silva. She also received the following prizes. Ms. Philomena Prize, instituted by late Norbert Carvalho Betalbatim for the student who is getting highest mark in social studies. In memory of Mr. Byron Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted for the student securing 65% and above marks in science at the SSC examination. In memory of late Palakal Makros LP Kerala Prize, instituted by Sister Palakal Teresa Makros, ex-student of this institution, for the student who secured highest marks in history at the SSC examination. Late Crescencio and Barbara Pereira Carvalho Prize to the student standing second at the board examination, instituted by their daughter, Mrs. Arlen Pereira Carvalho Cotta Shishini. Prize instituted by Mrs. Gracie De Silva, ex-headmistress of the school, to the student securing second highest marks in mathematics at the SSC examination. Scholarship instituted by Mr. Edwin Ignacio Barreto, ex-physical education teacher, to the deserving student of Standard 10 pursuing further studies. Scholarship instituted by Mr. Reginald Diniz, ex-headmaster of this school, for the student who secures highest marks in social studies at the board examination. All these prizes are being awarded to Ms. Sherlyn Silva. Please give her a huge round of applause. Late Norbert Carvalho Prize, instituted by late Norbert Carvalho Betalbatim for the highest marks in company at the board exam held, goes to Ms. Sherlyn Miranda. She also begs the following prizes. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Prize, instituted by late Norbert Carvalho Betalbatim for highest marks at English at the board examination. Francisco Luis Gomez Prize, instituted by late Norbert Carvalho Betalbatim for the highest marks in Hindi. Late Jose A. Rebello Prize, instituted by late Peter Rebello Serravi for highest marks in Konkani. In memory of late Mr. Amelino Barreto and Mrs. Sophia Barreto Betalbatim Prize, instituted by Ms. Ophelia Dias, ex-teacher of this school, for the student who secures highest marks in English. In memory of Mr. Belen Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted to the student who secures 65% and above in science at the SSC examination. Prize instituted by Diniz family in memory of late Mary Ann Diniz Betalbatim for a girl student who stood third at the SSC board examination. In memory of Professor Alice Silveira Souza, prize instituted by Mr. Mariano Silveira Souza and family, the student who secures highest marks in English at the board examination. Clifford DeCosta Scholarship, instituted by Mrs. Karma DeCosta, ex-headmistress of the school, for a girl student who secures highest marks in English at the board examination. Scholarship instituted by Mrs. Sureka P. Raikar, ex-teacher of this school, for the student who secures highest marks in Hindi at the board examination. In memory of Reverend Father Thomas Aquinas Sequeira, prize instituted by teacher Alba Carvalho, ex-teacher of this school, to the student who secures highest marks in English in Senate 10th. In memory of Mrs. Ophelia Dias, ex-teacher of this school, prize instituted by Mr. Lupino Dias to the student securing highest marks in English in Senate 10. In memory of late Professor Jose de Assis Alemão, prize instituted by Olavo and Janet Alemão for the student securing highest marks in Konkani at the SSC board examination. In memory of late Professor Teotonio Xavier de Navidad Alemão, prize instituted by Olavo and Janet Alemão to the student securing highest marks in English at the SSC examination. all being given proudly to Miss Cheryl Miranda. Please give her a huge round of applause. Thank you, madam.
Good morning, one and all. Now let us see the joy of our meritorious students as they receive their proficiency prizes for the year 2019-2020. KG1, Stephen D'Souza. Here's Stephen D'Souza. Vanessa Fernandez. KG2, Joshua Dissar. Give them a round of applause, please. Anushka Jayaswal. Good. Angel was Standard first, Amber Rodriguez and Blaine Gonzalez. Standard 2, Joycelyn Braganza, Marilyn Fernandez. Standard 3rd, Priscilla Angel Rodriguez, Jolan Angel Fernandez. Standard 4, Waylon Coutinho, Hayden Gonzalez. Please give a round of applause to everyone, please. Thank you, madam, for doing the work.
Master Nathan Ballis of Standard 10 will now present himself with this song on Save Goa. Happy listening.
Guru Usutakaye, Koi Karache, Amite Sabache, Kaye Kurchenui, Sodanzi Bedurche. Tulegawan, Tulegawan, Matulegoy, Sutya Samsaran, Subidrot Sadevan, Vanashedaranan, Tuam Jesu, Amto Biman, Suki Zomi. Pausat bisa, Soya fula, Soya futa, Goikan sobe, Gorakus kita, Ison topo, Monin sheta, Goi sobita Oshesuje, Usmana Chahata, Kenasa Dilche, Nokakshi Kauche, Nyanus Vache, Vaisabaru, Devate Mache, Goisabaru, Devate Mache. Thank you.
Thank you, Nathan, for the powerful message brought out to us through your song. Teacher Cleopa Miranda and Teacher Stacia Lewis will now announce the scholarship prizes, requesting our PTA Chairperson, Mrs. Claudina Pinto, to kindly come on the stage and do the honors.
Good morning, everyone. I am here to read the names of those students who have made us proud with their achievements. In memory of late Professor Emiliano Afonso and late Oscar Afonso, prize instituted by Mrs. Pelagia Afonso Betalbatim for standing first in academic proficiency in standard 5th goes to Master Nash Fernandez. In memory of late Professor Emiliano Afonso and late Oscar Afonso, prize instituted by Mrs. Pelagia Afonso Betalbatim for standing first in academic proficiency in standard 6 goes to Miss Mosami Roy. Of course, I am sorry to say that Miss Mosami Roy has not come. Then next, in memory of late Professor Emiliano Afonso and late Oscar Afonso, prize instituted by Mrs. Pelagia Afonso Betalbatim for standing first in academic proficiency in standard 7 goes to Ms. Shalini. There are two more coming her way. Ms. Shalini, please come on stage, okay? In memory of late Mrs. Santana Pereira Betalbatim, prize instituted by Mr. Daigo Pereira for the student who secures highest marks in maths in standard 7. In memory of late Palakar Makos Alapi, Kerala, prize instituted by Sister Palakar Kiza Makos, ex-teacher of this institution, for the student who secures highest marks in history in standard 7. All these 3 awards are bagged by Shalini. Late Monsieur Ignacio Rosa Ribello, prize instituted by late Monsieur Ignacio Rosa Ribello for securing second rank in academic proficiency in standard 9, in memory of late Mrs. Maria Laura de Jos Rodriguez, prize instituted by Olago and Janet Alemão for the deserving student of standard 10. These 2 are attained by Master Gladson Braganda. Please request Master Gladson Braganda to be on stage. Okay. Late Monsieur Ignacio Rosa Ribello, prize instituted by late Monsieur Ignacio Rosa Ribello for securing first rank in academic proficiency in standard 8 goes to Master Ansu Singh. There are 3 more honors which are going to be given to Ansu Singh. Ansu Singh, please stay on stage. In memory of late Maria Laura Jose Rodriguez, prize instituted by Olago and Janet. In memory of late Professor Emiliano Afonso and late Oscar Afonso, prize instituted by Mrs. Pelagia Afonso Betalbatim for standing first in academic proficiency in standard 8, as I have said, goes to Master Ansu. Next, late Father Michael De Silva, ex-headmaster, prize instituted by late Father Michael De Silva for securing the highest marks in company in standard 8. In memory of late Palakal Makos Alapi, Kerala, prize instituted by Sister Palakal Teresa Makos, ex-teacher of this institution, for the student who secures highest marks in history in standard 8. All these go to Master Ansu. Late Monsieur Ignacio Rosa Ribello, prize instituted by late Monsieur Ignacio Rosa Ribello for securing first rank in academic proficiency in standard 9, goes to Master Nathan Wallace. Okay, Master Nathan Wallace has a lot more prizes to take in memory of late Professor Emiliano Afonso and late Oscar Afonso, prize instituted by Mrs. Pelagia Afonso Betalbatim for standing first in academic proficiency in standard 9. Father Pedro Francisco Pereira Prize instituted by Constancio Pereira Gansua for securing highest marks in company in standard 9. Mrs. Rosa Ribello Prize instituted by late Constancio Pereira Gansua for securing the highest marks in maths standard 9. In memory of late Mr. Amelino Barreto and Mrs. Sofia Barreto Betalbatim, prize instituted by Mrs. Ophelia Dias, ex-teacher of this school, for the student who secures highest marks in English in standard 9. In memory of late Mrs. Santana, prize instituted by Mr. Daigo Pereira for the student who secures highest marks in maths in standard 9. Then, in memory of late Palakal Makos Olapi, Kerala, prize instituted by Sister Palakal Teresa Makos, ex-teacher of this institution, for the student who secures highest marks in history in standard 9. In memory of late Palakal Makos Olapi, Kerala, prize instituted by Sister Palakal Teresa Makos ex-teacher of this institution, for the student who secures highest marks in English in Standard 9. In memory of Reverend Father Aquino Sequeira, prize instituted by Teacher Alba Carvalho, ex-teacher of the school, for the student who secures highest marks in English in Standard 9. In memory of Mrs. Ophelia Dias, ex-teacher of this school, prize instituted by Mr. Lupino Dias, to the student securing highest marks in English in Standard 9. All these 10 honors are allotted to Master Nathan Nolan. Late Monsieur Inacio Rosa Rebello, prize instituted by late Monsieur Inacio Rosa Rebello for securing second rank in academic proficiency in Standard 8, goes to Ms. Prati Shinde. There are some more prizes which have been taken by Ms. Prati Shinde too. In memory of late Emiliano Barreto and Mrs. Sophia Barreto, Betalbatim prize instituted by Mrs. Ophelia Dias, ex-teacher of this school, for the student who secures highest marks in English in Standard 8. In memory of late Palakal Makos Olapi Kerala, prize instituted by Sister Palakal Fiza Makos, ex-teacher of this institution, for the student who secures highest marks in English in Standard 8. In memory of Reverend Father Thomas Aquino Sequeira, prize instituted by Teacher Alba Carvalho, ex-teacher of the school, for the student who secures highest marks in English in Standard 8. And in memory of Mrs. Ophelia Dias, ex-teacher of the school, prize instituted by Mr. Lupino Dias, to the student securing highest marks in English in Standard 8. All these go to Ms. Prati Shinde. In memory of late Mr. Amelino Barreto and Mrs. Sophia Barreto, Betalbatim, prize instituted by Mrs. Ophelia Dias, ex-teacher of the school, for the student who secures highest marks in English in Standard 8, goes to Ms. Mekisha Ratos. Ms. Mekisha, please listen carefully. In memory of late Palakal Makos Olapi Kerala, prize instituted by Sister Palakal Fiza Makos, ex-teacher of this institution, for the student who secures highest marks in English in Standard 8. In memory of Reverend Father Thomas Aquino Sequeira, prize instituted by Teacher Alba Carvalho, ex-teacher of this school, for the student who secures highest marks in English in Standard 8. All these go to Ms. Mekisha Ratos. Prize instituted by Mr. Pedro Peter Rodriguez, ex-pune of this institution, for the girl student who stands first in Standard 5, goes to Ms. Lois Fernandez. In memory of late Mrs. Santana Pereira, Betalbatim, prize instituted by Daigo Pereira, for the students who secure highest marks in maths from 5th to 10th. This prize goes to Master Neil Debang from Standard 5th. In memory of Mrs. Lake Santana Pereira, Betalbatim, prize instituted by Mr. Daigo Pereira, for the student who secures highest marks in maths from 5th to 10th. This prize goes to Ms. Osia Fernandez from the 6th standard. instituted by Mrs. Joaquina Fernandez, ex-teacher of the school, for the student securing highest marks in English in Standard 7 goes to Miss Antonia Barreto. Prize instituted by Mrs. Joaquina Fernandez, ex-teacher of the school, for the student securing highest marks in geography in Standard 7 goes to Master Shalom Fernandez. Mr. Jose Paul Remedios and Mrs. Helen Barreto, prize instituted by Mr. Sairico Barreto, Betalbatim, for outstanding students in sports goes to Ms. Shagun Gupta. In memory of late Mrs. Santana Pereira, Betalbatim, prize instituted by Mr. Daigo Pereira for the student who secured highest marks in maths from 5th to 10th. This prize goes to Standard A. This prize goes to Master Macbeth Fernandez from Standard 8. Prize instituted by Mrs. Lourdes Carvalho, Binwada, Betalbatim, to the deserving all-round student of the secondary section. This prize goes to Ms. Afsa Firzadeh. Ms. Afsa Firzadeh, please stay on stage. You have many more coming your way. In memory of late Celio Fernandez, prize instituted by St. Jude High School, Betalbatim, for best sports person goes to Ms. Afsa Firzadeh. In memory of late boxer Mr. Conroy Cranston, Nagwada, Betalbatim, cash prize and bowling trophy is instituted by Ms. Sandra Cranston for best boxer of the year. This goes to Ms. Afsa Firzadeh. Okay, next we have in memory of Mr. Caetano Fidelis do Rosario Alemão, prize instituted by Olavo and Janet Alemão for the most outstanding student in sports of Standard 10. This prize goes to Master Rohan Yadav. In memory of late boxer Cranston, Nagwada, Betalbatim, cash prize and bowling trophy is instituted by Mrs. Sandra Cranston of ₹1,000 each to promising boxers of the year of St. Jude High School. Master Rohan Yadav, this goes to Master Rohan Yadav. Next promising boxer of the year we have Master Tawfiq Sheikh. And next promising boxer of the year we have Ms. Anita Rai. All these are sponsored by Ms. Sandra Cranston. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Claudia. We have our school manager upstairs. Let us welcome him with a huge round of applause. Requesting our manager, Reverend Father Pascual Alfonso, to kindly be on stage as we will have the prize distribution for our students. We continue. Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Prize, instituted by the Robert Carvalho Betalbatim for highest marks in English, is backed by Ms. Carissa Boyce. She also has a list of prizes to be awarded. In memory of late Mr. Amelina Barreto and Mrs. Sophia Barreto, Betalbatim. Prize instituted by Mrs. Offenda Dias, ex-teacher of the school, for the student who secures highest marks in English in standard 10th. In memory of Mr. Bailin Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted for the student securing 65% and above in science at the SSC examination. In memory of Professor Ellis Silveira Souza, prize instituted by Mr. Marian Silveira Souza and family to the student securing highest marks in English at the board examination. Clifford DeCosta Scholarship, instituted by Mrs. Carpa DeCosta, ex-headmistress of the school, for a girl student who secures highest marks in English at the board examination. In memory of Reverend Father Thomas Equina Sequeira, prize instituted by teacher Alba Carvalho, ex-teacher of the school, for the student who secures highest marks in English in standard 10th. In memory of Mrs. Offenda Dias, ex-teacher of the school, prize instituted by Mr. Peter Dias to the student securing highest marks in English in standard 10th. In memory of late Professor Chaitanya Xavier Namitar Alamar, prize instituted by Alaka Janet Alamar to the student securing highest marks in English at the SSC board examination. Prize instituted by Mr. and Mrs. Douglas and Isora Fatana to the Roman Catholic deserving student from Betalbatim goes to Ms. Carissa Boyce. Please give her a huge round of applause. In memory of Mr. Bailin Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted for the student securing 65% and above marks in science at the SSC examination goes to Ms. Cielda Rodriguez. We are proud to say that she's got good marks, but unfortunately she couldn't make it today. In memory of late Ignatius Matthias Fernandez, prize instituted by Mr. and Mrs. C.P. Bingvado to the deserving student goes to Ciendro Gonsalves. Ciendro is also awarded with another scholarship prize in memory of Mr. Bailin Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted for the student securing 65% and above marks in science at the SSC examination. Give him a huge round of applause. In memory of Mr. Bailin Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted for the student securing 65% and above marks in science at the SSC examination is backed by Master Sandeep Adhikari. In memory of Mr. Bailin Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted for the student securing 65% and above in science at the SSC examination is awarded to Master Keban Falcao. In memory of Mr. Bailin Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted for the student securing 65% and above marks in science at the SSC examination is awarded to Master Sidroy Pereira Fernandez. In memory of late Maria Estela and Theodore Clemens Rodriguez, Betalbatim, prize instituted by Mrs. Edna Almeida for a needy and promising student of Standard 10 is awarded to Ms. Suhani Dodamani. She also receives another scholarship in memory of Mr. Bailin Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted for the student securing 65 and above % in science at the SSC examination. Give her a huge round of applause. In memory of Professor Ellis Silveira Souza, prize instituted by Mr. Mariano Silveira Souza and family to the student securing second highest marks in science
at the board examination SSC is taken away by Master Shubham Kalal. He also will be awarded with Granville and Selvin DeCosta Scholarship instituted by Mrs. Karma DeCosta, ex-headmistress of the school, for a boy student who secures highest marks in English at the board examination. In memory of Ms. Belen Pereira Carvalho, prize instituted for the student securing 65% and above marks in science at the SSC examination are all backed by Master Shubham Kalal. Thank you, Father. Thank you, students.
Thank you, Teacher Stacia. We are extremely grateful to you, Mr. Fernandez, for giving us your precious time and for your incredible support. We deeply appreciate your presence. On behalf of St. Jude's family, I request Teacher Reena to present a token of our sincere appreciation to our chief guest. Thank you, Teacher Reena. I will now request our chief guest to speak a few words on this occasion.
Hello, everybody, good morning. So, principal, आमची हेडमास्टरी, टिचींग, नॉन टिचींग स्टाफ हे सगळ्यांक हांव काळजांतल्यान देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. कित्याक हे आयच्या 26 जानेवारी हो बरो व्हडलो दीस देखून तुमी हिंगा म्हाका चीफ गेस्ट केलो. हांव काळजांतल्यान तुमकां देव बरें करूं म्हणटा. तेच भाशेन म्हाका आतां बरी व्हडली उमेद भोगली. कितल्या भुरग्यांक आमचे प्रायज दिले, कितले स्कॉलरशीप दिले, हेचो खरें म्हाका एक उमेद अशी जाली. आनी हांव हिंगा येवन उखलेतालो, पूण म्हाका आतां कितें कितें उलोवंक दिसता, पूण हांव चड उलयना. ओगो जालो हे सगळे इतले एफर्ट, हे प्रायज वचपाक, हे स्कॉलरशीप वचपाक आनी आमचे इस्कॉल इतले वयर वचपाक फकत एक कारण आमचे फादर पास्कोला कारण. तेणें जायते इस्कॉलाक फोकस केलो, जायते काम केलें. जे तो एंट्री जालो थिंगसून आज पर्यंत तो आजून पावलो ना. इस्कॉलाक काम करीत आसा. फादर तूं खंय वचून आमचे काळजांत सदांच तूं उरतलो, कित्याक हें तुवें करून गेलो म्हणून. ते प्रश्न हांव सगळ्यांक तुमी म्हाका हिंगासर हाडलो म्हूण आनी काळजांतल्यान हांव देव बरें करूं.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your precious thoughts to the audience. Thanks as a word makes happy both the giver and the receiver. It is our duty to thank you all for your presence to this great event. I call upon our headmistress, Mrs. Sunanda Cardozo, to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
A pleasant morning to Reverend Father, the manager of our school, Father Pascual Afonso, the chief guest of the day, Mr. Anthony Fernandez, all the PTA executive members, my dear parents, teaching and the non-teaching staff, and my loving students. It's really nice to see you all, the parents as well as the students, after a long time. And I hope you also feel nice, right? Am I right, students? You are feeling nice today to come to school with your school uniform after nearly 8-9 months? Yes or no? You want to come back to school? Yes or no? Yeah. So what we have to do? We have to pray to God to wipe away this COVID-19. We really need to pray. Only prayers can do wonders. Okay. Yes, I'm happy that you have gathered here to celebrate the 26th January, that is our Republic Day, the 72nd Republic Day. It is a very important day. Sometimes we say, we think only 15th August or 19th December is an important day. We are really thankful to God for giving us this constitution, one of the best constitution in the world, which embraces all types of people, all types of culture. Okay, we have a powerful democracy in India, and one of the best and one of the wonderful constitution which is fading away. Today, our constitution is in danger. And we need to protect it. We need to protect it. What is the meaning of republic? The voice of the people. The voice of the people, our leaders, are they listening? I'm not here to discuss about the Republic Day. Much has been spoken through the songs, through the national integration song, through the speech, we have prayed in the prayer service. Only two things I'll bring, I would like to share. The first, the voice of the people. We all are aware how much sacrifices our farmers are doing. For a long time, our farmers are protesting against unjust laws. Just laws are required in our country. And when the government tries to pass out unjust laws, we need to protest. We have to support our farmers. We should know, as students, now what we can do, we will say. We need to be aware, we need to read, we need to see the news on the TV. And the second example is of our own people, Malawi villagers, how they all together tried to protest against what they did not want. And they were successful. So we need to protest. We need to voice out our voice. We need to raise our voice in certain matters. Okay, actually I am given here the duty to propose the vote of thanks. It is my duty on behalf of the management of the school, of St. Jude's High School. I would like to thank first of all the chief guest of the day, a very simple person who is there for us anytime. He is the SMC chairperson. Whenever I tell him to come to sign anything, he at once comes. Thank you, sir. I know you had other appointments at the panchayat level, but you agreed to spare your time or share your time with us. Thank you, sir. I thank all the PTA executive members for being with us anytime, supporting us, supporting the school, cooperating with us. I thank all the students and I congratulate all the students. Keep it up, dear students, and the parents also. It is your support, it is your hard work that have helped your children to achieve this success. Congratulations, dear students and the parents. And I thank you for coming up here for this prize distribution ceremony with your children. I thank the committee members of this Republic Day committee for taking so much of efforts in organizing this event, in organizing this program. Thank you, dear teachers. Plus, I also would like to thank all the staff members. It is not only the committee members, but all the staff, teaching and the non-teaching staff, for sanitizing this hall, keeping us ready, everything, looking after the minute detail. Thank you each one and all. Last but not the least, I would like to thank Father. First of all, as the the SMC chairperson has said, he has done, under his initiative, under his directions, a lot of work has been carried out. Right from the repairs, painting, plumbing, carpentry, electrician, all the work has been carried out. You see, dear parents, you see today, our school is shining. Right, dear students? The school is clean, looks clean, neat and tidy. It is all the efforts of the Fabrica. I would also like to thank Fabrica. I take this opportunity to thank our Fabrica. Thank you, Father, and convey our gratitude to Fabrica also. Thank you, teachers, one and special thanks to Nigel. Nigel is our ex-student. And I like the way he comes, anytime he comes, we ask him to come to play, he comes. This shows his love for alma mater. Thank you, Nigel. Thank you all the students, thank you parents, thank you PTA members, and thank you my dear staff members. If I have forgotten anybody, please don't mind. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. So, my dear friends, awake from the deep sleep that we are in and march forward for a better society of tomorrow. Grateful to one and all who could be present here with us on this occasion today. With this, I, Joanne Rodriguez, take your leave. Thank you for listening patiently, and once again, a very happy Republic Day to all of you. Stay blessed and stay safe.